Top of the board, Leonard Taylor, the man, Miami Palmetto, number one at his position in the country, D tackle, close to your heart. There you go, third in the state.
Mark, that recruitment was special because we don't get players like that. You don't get them 6'4", 6'5", and at the time, Mark, he was like 260. So everybody's like, "Oh, he's a big DN." No. Young man is well like 305, 310 already. We don't get them ready-made like that in Miami, and when they do, they go to Florida. Like, we do not sign these type of players, man. All I'm asking,
and it was down between Florida and Miami, right? For Leonard Taylor, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Florida has had over the last 15 years, they've had 9 defensive tackles drafted. Do you know how 9 defensive tackles in a decade? That's a lot of 10 D tackles. Now, obviously, you got 1 techniques and 3 techniques. So it's, by percentage, you're cutting it by 2. But you got to think about some of the really good Sharif Floyd. Dr. Fowler was a defensive end. There was a big dude who wore number 2 defensive tackle, played for the Patriots also. Late first round draft pick. His name is escaping me right now. And he played against us in 2013. I watched him play in person, and he was just out of this world. Good. You know what I'm saying? But somebody will correct us in the chat. They'll bring it up. Anyway, let's roll. Leonard Taylor, you're bringing a player who the size we need at defensive tackle, but not someone who he's already, like a 3-star, middle of the road 3-star player who you got to really put a lot of coaching into to pull it out of him. He's used to being the biggest on the field, doesn't really work any moves, can be successful with just a bull rush, swim, rip. No. That's not the player you're getting in Leonard Taylor. You're getting someone who's had a private strength and conditioning coach and a private defensive line coach for the last 6 years of his life. You have someone who's used to being on a really good stage, really big stage, and making big plays. You got someone who had 3 interceptions and 1 of them taken back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? At defensive tackle. Big time players. Those are the type of young men. Now, I would have loved to have seen him play like this. One of the things we missed, Mark, across the board was the Under Armour All-American game. Those Adidas American games. Because guess what those did? Everybody's eyes go just like the Reese's Senior Bowl. The O-line, D-line, one-on-ones. Then it's padded. We ain't out there playing patty cake. We ain't out there in T-shirt and shorts. No. You got on a helmet. You got on a jersey. You got on pads. And we hearing some cloth get ripped and some helmets smacking into each other. Defensive line, offensive. That's what I wanted to see was could he do it up against people who were his same size. But besides that, it just makes me happy to know we have a player like that. Because plenty of times, Mark, you walk on a high school football field, and yeah, you may have I'm here for this guy, I'm here for that guy. And then you turn and say, who the hell is that? Who is that kid? Some people just jump off the screen to you. And when you see Leonard Taylor's physique, and it's not like the young man is built horrible, where he like me, where my body fat percentage is way up now that I'm retired, This young man's body composition is put together well. Really, really well. Roland Smith, there we go. Appreciate you, Eddie. Thank you. That's the head coach at Miami Central, who I think I said some other name at first, but it's Roland. Coach Smith. We just call him Coach Smith at the crib. But yeah, huge on Leonard Taylor. And the other thing, Mark, is he gets to come into a scheme where we're getting back to a defensive line coach that's going to teach them to shoot the gaps and make plays. Not do your job, hold the gap type of guy. And what we had in the defensive line coach the last 2 years. Okay, because Coach Kulagowski, and then right after him, defensive line coach that we have right now, Coach Jess Simpson. It's money. Money. Getting to the QB. I'm not calling him RJ McIntosh. I'm not saying he's Warren Sapp. I want him to go out there and play to the level that I know that he can, and it's a high level. And he's coming in as a 3 technique. So it's not like since he's 6'5", 310, we got to push him into the one eye, and now he has to take on double teams. Most likely, we're going to knock Nesta back over to that spot where he feels comfortable, taking on double teams and playing bully ball, and letting Leonard Taylor shoot gaps.
I believe Wholesome One, we're talking about Brandon Spikes. Is that who we're
Brandon-
talking about? Gator?
No, Brandon
Patriot?
Spikes was the middle linebacker who played for the Patriots also. Dominique Easley,
Dominique Easley. I remember him. I wouldn't have come up
29th
with him.
overall. He wore number 2 at Florida. I watched him. Him and Eric Flowers just went at it all game long. Because, I mean, he played interior and he also played defensive end. He was like a very dynamic, big-time recruit.